We're on Highway 82 headed toward Cloudcroft, which is like 8,700 feet, so that's exciting. We camped at Brantley Lake last night at the state park there, which is super nice. Little north of Carlsbad. And it was, I don't know, 18 degrees this morning, sunny. But the wind, oh my goodness, the wind out here in these wide open western places will really do you in. So we had a nice, quiet, warm evening in the camper as opposed to taking a walk. We couldn't hang. So, but Lord, it's so beautiful.
We are coming down from Cloudcroft towards La Cruces. And there's a tunnel. I had no idea.
No. It's just so beautiful here.
And cold.
Oh, it's a little tunnel.
Okay. Here's camp for the next 3 nights at the beautiful Rockhound State Park. And the sun is going down on us. It's going to be another cold one. It is now the next morning, and I thought I'd let you take a look at camp and see what it looks like in the sunshine. Rockhound State Park, about 14 or 15 miles south of Deming, New Mexico. This is a really super nice state park in New Mexico, one of our favorites. It has, I believe, 29 sites, 23 of which have water and electric. And now that's for $14 a night. The best thing about it, it has a super nice heated restroom with hot showers. Super clean, much better than anything else around here, that's for sure. We're surrounded by the Florida mountains. We got a view of the Florida mountains. One thing unique about this park is in its name, Rockhound, and they actually encourage and allow people to come in here and haul off rocks. You're allowed to haul off up to 15 pounds of rocks per person. So people who know agates and different things like that come out here and they can stock up. This place is very popular and does stay booked up. It's a small campground, so I encourage you to use reservations if possible. Also, remember, Deming is a really cool town to visit, and we're just a few miles outside of town, so it's definitely worth coming and checking this park out for the beauty alone, and definitely a visit to Deming is pretty cool. Well, apparently, since we're at Pancho Villa State Park now, we drove down to Columbus to take a look at it, and apparently, let me pull over here. Apparently, since the first of the year, these campsites have gone up dramatically. The fee has gone up dramatically to camp here. For a non-resident like us, for an electric site, it's $35 a night. Thank God we made reservations before the first of the year, because we're only paying $14 a night for our site. So they have gone up more than double, if you can believe that. It's going to kind of take New Mexico state parks off my bucket list for that kind of price. There is still a yearly camping pass that you can get, but for a non-resident it's $600. And then you'd still have to pay $15 a night for an electric site with that $600. So it's really kind of put it out of reach for some of us snowbirds. So anyway, it was a good thing while it lasted, but like everything else, I guess it's gone up. Somebody told them they were making too good of a deal. Or this is a pretty sparse campground. There are electric and non-electric sites in here, and not much more than cactus and dirt, it looks like. There are restrooms right here. We'll get a report. Susan ran over to use the restroom. We'll see what she has to say about it. But this is Columbus. We're only 3 miles from the Mexican border. This is the town of Columbus, Pancho Villa State Park. We're 3 miles north of the Mexican border. In 1916, Pancho Villa raided this town, and in retaliation, Black Jack Pershing came down here with 10,000 troops and chased Pancho Villa back into Mexico. And a young lieutenant who was along with him at the time was Blood and Guts George S. Patton. So that's some pretty cool stuff there. We're on top of Cootes Hill, C-O-O-T-E-S, which was a lookout for soldiers who were stationed here at Camp Furlong, which was right there, in which they could look right into Mexico from here. This is where Pancho Villa came across and attacked the fort there, killing several people, burning the hotel in town, and killing quite a few civilians too, on March the 9th, 1916. Good visit at the little local museum, which is in the old train station, train depot, built in 1902. And the volunteer who was working in there told us a lot about the Pancho Villa raid, was able to answer any questions we had, and it was full of artifacts. Quite an impressive museum, and I feel like I understand the whole Pancho Villa raid much better. Now we're going to go into the visitor center here at the state park. Cool tank. Look at that. Rubber tires. Got your axe and your shovel on it. I guess gun turrets. The story of the Columbus raid. Now here's a cool original artifact from the raid in Columbus. An old Model T that still has bullet holes in it after being fired at by the Villistas. an original wooden wagon from back in the day. Love how they built them. Look at this beast of an army truck. I've never seen one like this before. It's pretty awesome. Here's an old Jenny biplane of the sort that they chased Pancho Villa and the Mexican bandits with. Pretty cool. This has been a really nice little history museum in here. I would highly recommend that you check it out. Well, friends, hope you enjoyed what you saw. We thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned. We're on our way to Arizona. See you next week. Thanks.